Back in 2015, I was applying for medical schools and unexpectedly I came across the Medical University of Gdańsk. I looked it up on the internet and we found great reviews. We spoke to some people who were already studying here, and within 3 months I was here in Poland, although I'd never imagined that I would come to Poland and study medicine. And now, 7 years later, I could not think of a better place to come and have this medical journey and this experience. It's a brilliant city, especially for a student, because it has its quiet places where you can focus and spend time on your education, but it also has places for where you can go and relax. My favorite place in Gdańsk is Gardowa Mountain. It's quite close to where I live, and it has a very nice panoramic view of the entire city, and I enjoy it especially because it's a good place to go and reflect on what's been happening and where I am in life and how things are progressing.
Agastya started working in the students' scientific circle, and then because he was so engaged and he was so dedicated, we started cooperating individually, and this is how it developed into a great success that Agastya achieved.
So currently I'm a first-year doctoral student with the first doctoral school at MUG, and my research project is based on finding or working on an ultrasonography method to diagnose vocal fold paralysis that can happen after thyroid surgeries. So right now the best way to do it is through the laryngoscopy, where you put a camera through your mouth and look at the vocal folds. But with USG it's less invasive for the patient, so the compliance could be better, we would assume. So my project is to look at how accurate is this test in comparison to laryngoscopy. Then I also train medical students and a few residents in how to do this test and see how much experience, how many examinations they would have to do to get good at it, essentially.
So Agastya is now working on a translaryngeal ultrasonography, that is an interface between surgery, endocrinology and radiology. And this is a technique that needs popularization, and I believe that Agastya, after working on it for several, I would say, months, now is an expert in the field.
In research, this technique has been spoken about for about 7 or 10 years now, but it hasn't been applied clinically so far. So if we show that it's an easy technique to learn and we describe how to learn this technique, we hope to advocate its use in clinical practice, advocate its implementation in the training of surgical residents or radiologists, so that this technique can be popularized and be used worldwide, and in the hopes that it reduces patient burden in going through laryngoscopy. So my supervisor is Professor Jarosław Kobiela, who is a consultant surgeon here at the Department of General Surgery. I've been working with him for a few years now. His role with me is to guide me through the questions and through the difficulties that I might have, and to have a discussion about things, about how we can go forward, and also to help me get the resources that I would need to conduct my research.
We were always working at an interface of clinical and basic sciences disciplines, and I think this is what we are doing. We're connecting dots that clinicians need to have connected.